Are you someone who's constantly looking for their other half or someone to complete you? Well, if so, I'm about to explain to you why that's actually toxic behavior and why that will actually ultimately lead to suffering and the framework you should have instead. So essentially, if you break down that sentence, you're my other half or you complete me, it means you're not a complete whole individual by yourself and you need someone to come in and essentially merge with to be complete. What this means is that person is a part of you, at least mentally. It's called enmeshment. And that does end up ultimately leading to manipulation. Essentially because you kind of have to. Like, if that person leaves or if that person splits with you, you're you're essentially losing a part of yourself, which makes you feel completely unsafe and in danger. So in order to maintain that level of safety and control, there's no really other option except to manipulate that other person to behave in the way that works. And obviously they're going to have that same agenda as well. So then there becomes a battle of frames and it's going to cause problems and toxicity down the road. And another thing on top of that, the subconscious mind wants to be whole already and it wants to dissolve all the things that's causing it to not be whole and not be complete. So we'll attract things into our lives that will challenge that, but our ego will put it outside ourselves, so we're constantly stuck in a perpetual cycle. Now, one of these cycles is separation. So when I said, the we deep down psychologically we want to be whole, and if we are in a relationship where we're not whole, where we need somebody else, we will and it always ends up leading to like mother, right? So what we'll subconsciously do is we'll bond and pair with somebody just like we would with our mother, and we subconsciously want to separate with our mother. So we'll find someone that essentially loves us like our mother did, which is unhealthy, and we will unconsciously bond with them, and then we'll want to separate. So we'll sabotage the relationship we have now to separate with them. What the unconscious mind is hoping to do is actually heal a part of ourselves that hasn't separated from our mother. So we'll actually separate with this person, and that's why you have a trail of relationships where it's high intensity, high love, and then separation. And then maybe you come back together in separation, and you have a trail of people that you do this with, because unconsciously your mind is just trying to be whole. But what you're doing is the ego will project that outwards and blame it on the other person or make the other person the problem. This way you don't actually look at the mechanism that's causing that, and you're just stuck in this perpetual cycle where you're bonding with new people and you're essentially like fusing with them, and then you're separating them, unconsciously trying to separate your mother from your mother and make yourself whole. Now, my personal opinion, I'm no relationship expert by any degree, but my personal opinion is a relationship should be a unionship. So you're a whole person and you're a whole person, and you guys come together to make something beautiful. And when we remove the need for each other, then we can also remove the toxicity, the manipulation, the control, and then you guys can build together and create a healthy relationship. Now, this could be one of many reasons why you continuously creating failed relationships and sabotaging your relationships. It could be rejection, abandonment, all these different types of fear of commitment. All these things are under the umbrella of self-sabotage. So yeah, hopefully that brought some insight to you. If someone says you complete me, or you hear someone say that, just know that that might be a red flag and that you should look out for that. And if someone says, I want someone who can complete me or whatever, then just know that, just look out for some of the red flags and expect that if you do decide to get in a relationship with someone, don't be surprised when you guys separate. And two, don't blame it on them. You got into that relationship for a reason. You chose that. So instead of blaming it on them, reflect on yourself and dissolve the unconscious mechanisms that's causing you to choose people who are unavailable in that manner. So hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like and follow for more content like this. And I'll see you later.